It's 2024, a new year, and you would like to start on a clean slate. Don't worry, I made mistakes. We all make mistakes. And so we are all willing to start all over again. So am I. And so I've decided to gather some few tips that will help you journey through 2024 as a student and even working, so that you will not regret even starting 2024 and even have a better year as compared to 2023. And so if you're someone who is really interested, all I'm asking for you is to stay glued, and then also do it to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, because there are a lot of tips that I'm about to share that will transform your life. It's a new year and we all have something to achieve. Most of the time, it's just psychological to, tell your brain that I'm starting on a clean slate, and so I'm going to do everything to attain. Because you could have started your dream from last year, just like I did. Let me tell you a story about the exams I wrote recently. The imagination birthed when I was in my 3rd year of medical school. I'm like, look, there's this exams that you write to become a specialist. I'm going to write it. That was my dream. You get it? So you can start yours. It's been 2 years now. Still chase after it. You don't have to wait for this year to start. But anyways, that's what we do most of the time. So you have a dream. By the end of this year, you want to achieve something. You have it in mind. I also have it in mind. Now, when this year gets to an end, you have to make sure this dream is being at. Between your dreams and now, there are certain tips I would like to share with you, which I think will go a very long way to help you. Most successful people don't give themselves options. When they are focused on one thing, that is it. Let's say, for instance, you would want to buy Benz at the end of the year. You wouldn't say, okay, after all, if I get a BMW, I think that would be cool. Or if I get, Volkswagen, I'm okay with it. No. That means if you don't get Benz at the end of the day, you are okay with it, but that was not your dream. So you have a dream for a purpose. And so don't give yourself that room, for it to happen. You don't have to let it be like, okay, whatever I have at the end of the day, I'll consider it. No. Let your A be your A. Fix upon it. Let your dream be your dream. And it goes a very long way to help you, because whatever you are doing it towards your dream. I would like to tell a story. Now, there's this king who asks his people to go for war. Now, this war is happening across a river. Now, when this king sent his people, he bent their boats in order for them to win the fight no matter what. So whatever option that you have, I think you have to kill it. You don't have to even let it be in your subconscious, because when that happens, you no longer focus on your goal. So what I will tell you guys is that focus on your goal. 2, don't fall for failure. Failure is bound to happen because you have set your eyes on a very big thing, which definitely is going to be failure at a point. But most successful people see opportunities in failures. Now, take Burna Boy, for instance, who sang last, everybody go chop breakfast. Now, this song was sung when he had broken heart, and he has made a lot of money out of it. And he is successful at the end of the day. So what I will tell you guys is that see opportunities in failure. That's what most of you fail to see. Now, let me give you a very good example of this. You see, I had an exam to write, and at the end of the day, I had plans from 3rd year in medical school that I want to write these exams. At a point, I wrote the exams, I failed for the first round. So a friend, I wanted to give up, but a friend saw opportunity in this and told me, like, look, this is not the time to give up. You can still make it. So he advised me. Now, why am I saying this story? This friend of mine is part of my success. All right. So I'll be grateful to this person. I wouldn't say forever, but then you never know. Failure is something that's bound to happen, but you should see opportunity in it. What I'll say next is work in the system. Now, well, you have dreams. You can visualize that this is who I want to be. I want to be on stage someday talking to people. Yeah, you can do all those stuff. But at the end of the day, don't neglect the fact that you have to work in the system. Now, working in the system does not make you look at the bigger picture. It makes you look at what's in front of you at the moment. Now, when you work in the system, everything falls in place. For instance, I will always use my exams as an example. That was my dream. Now, this is what happened to me. Anytime I wake up, I don't see myself being first or, getting admission into the residency program or something. All I see myself doing is learning. That's the system. Just learn. And there's no way it's not going to work out, because that's what you are doing. You learn. Forget about the goal. Visualize, all right, but don't let it be always that. Just work in the system. That is what you are asked of. Learn. The book is in front of you. At the end of the day, provide the answers and you are good to go. Don't be overwhelmed if I'm going to get into it. Just work in the system. Let the system fall in place. That's that. Just like I do with my YouTube videos. I have a system in place. I know that, well, first I have to get an idea. shoot a video, edit it, and post it. That's it basically. And so that's my system. So I work in the system every day, every time, every week. You see me having videos ready, ever ready to serve you guys as hot as it is. So basically, you have to work in the system. It's very, very important. What I'll add to it is that, sometimes it gets difficult along the way. And then you still have to, at the end of the day, get to your dream. Like me learning. It was tough. I was tired and all those stuff. But whatever I did, I made it interesting. That's why I even did a video on how to learn for 6 hours, I think 8 hours straight without getting bored. You have to make it interesting. You have to enjoy whatever you are doing. I mean, when you are enjoying whatever you're doing, it's no longer work. Well, we know that discipline is very important when it comes to, doing something over and over again. But that's when you don't like the thing. That's when you need discipline. But when you develop love for the thing, it's no longer discipline. It's what you basically do. So it becomes interesting. So for me, what I will tell you is that, well, you have a dream. You want to attain a dream this year. You want to attain something huge. But upon working on the system, it's very difficult. You can't be disciplined all the time. Enjoy it. Make it interesting for you. And finally, your dream is now attained. All right? You have the dream. Whatever you wish for is there. But then you have to keep this dream. You have to make it stay forever. You want to be a doctor, you have to let it be it. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you can give up. You'll be like, okay, fine. I wanted to buy a Benz. I've bought it. What next? That's not the end. You have to maintain this. You have to let it be as that. You have to identify yourself as such a person. All right? And in so doing, you have to develop love for whatever you've gained at the end of the day. All right? And then again, let your dream be attractive. That's what pushes you to get your dream. If you don't need Benz, or if Benz is not, you are not attracted to Benz and you make it your dream, there's no way you're going to fight for it. If you are attracted to, becoming a specialist, you are going to fight for it at the end of the day. So make it attractive. And when you get there and you finally become a specialist, or you finally have your Benz or whatever you are dreaming of, you have to maintain it. That is how successful people become more successful. Because if you give up at the end of the day, what's the essence of attaining that? So 2024, I said, is going to be a very good year for each and every one of you who use these few tips I've given already. I give a lot of tips, being it business, being it schooling, whatever it is. If you have a dream set in terms of schooling, use these principles and it works all the time. If you have business idea, set it up, use this principle, it works. And I've used this on several occasions, all right? I've used it. I know a guy who needed a videographer. I saw a problem in there and then I just hop in there. And here I am. I'm a videographer and I'm in a partnership with him. So it's basically that, all right? So make it attractive. I enjoy doing whatever I do. And so I don't see it as work. I have a system in place. I don't care if I'm supposed to produce video on every Saturday or something. All I know is that I have to create an idea, shoot a video, edit it, and post it. That's all I do. I don't know anything else apart from this. And so that's the system I work in. And it's not tedious. You don't have to go through this whole year thinking, I'm stressed, I had to get this. No, you don't have to do any of these. All you have to do is put a system in place and work towards it. Visualize your dream. Don't give yourself other opportunities. All right. I was in my third year. I'm like, look, this is who I want to be. And so this is what I must be. Don't say, okay, after all, if I don't. Well, I realized that I need to say it before I quickly wrap up the video. During the moment I was writing the exams, we write the exams in French, and French is not, my strong forte. I'm an Anglophone, so English speaking person, definitely. So at a point in the exams hall, I told myself, look, I'm here to write these exams. There is no way I'm going to tell myself, if I feel maybe I can go to US because I speak English and then I would blame it on French. That was not my case. I quickly changed my mind. I think that played a major role of me getting to the residency program. I told myself, look, if I'm not able to pass these exams, there's no way I'm going to pass any exams elsewhere, because that's it. It's exams all over the place. So what's the excuse? You get it? So don't give yourself excuses. It's very, very important. And I know most of you don't watch this video to this end, but this is one of the most important things I realized and I used during my exams, and then it gets me where I am today. So consider it. And 2024 will not be the same. All right, this has been it. See you guys in the next one. And please do well to subscribe to the channel if you haven't.